All right, standing by with Coach Miller. Coach, big time win for us. Last time we played this team, we lost by 22 at their place. So just let's talk about the game plan coming into this one. We knew their size, their athleticism. What was kind of the game plan for us against this team tonight?
Yeah, that was 8 games ago, all the way back in December. And we talked before game about just kind of our growth and where we've been over the last basically month and a half, I guess, at this point, and have introduced a lot of things. Guys have really stepped up. We talk a whole lot about like boring is better, and when you talk to a group of guys that they're brand new to the program, they don't really know what that means. But I think they're seeing like, this is my role. We just need to do these 3-4 things on offense, these 3-4 things, and then individually too. Like, I need to do these 3 things. Don't do these things. And so I think it's becoming simpler for them, and that was really the strategy. I mean, was to keep things simpler. Play our brand of basketball, and it's just taken some time to get our brand of basketball. Like, I feel like this is year 11, and I'm not the one that's usually talking to you after the games, but I mean, you and I talk about this all the time. It just takes it just takes a little bit of time to hit our stride, and so I think guys are starting to hit their stride, and hope we can keep it up.
We came out really from the get-go with a lot of energy, particularly on the defensive side. You could tell that, their first possession, we hold them to a shot clock violation. Second possession, there's a contested shot, air ball. I felt like that really set the tone in that first half for us.
Yeah, so we talk a lot about 3 stops in a row. We got 6 tonight. Usually if we get 7, it's like a sure win. So we were close to it. There in the second half, kind of gave up a little bit of a lead with that. But like, especially there at the beginning, this group in the last week, we've talked a whole lot about like body language and what that looks like as far as us encouraging one another, and guys are really buying into that. I think part of it is just personality. This is a group that really thrives on encouraging and pumping each other up, and so it's been really cool. Really, 1 through 16, all the guys have bought into it, and I think it kind of fuels us. And basketball is a game of runs, and so it's not always rah-rah, but they've done an incredible job the last 2 games of bouncing back when the other team goes on a run.
Take me through that second half a little bit. You mentioned a game of runs, but there was also a time that we needed to dig deep and get some stops and some good offensive play. They came back from 20 down. I think cut it all the way to 2 at one point.
Yeah.
So what was key for us down that stretch to get the win?
Yeah, credit them. They've got some incredible players, especially 1 and then 23 is huge inside, and 0 is a really great player too. But they extended their defense a little bit more, and we were trying to kill a little bit of clock without completely killing our offense and stalling our offense. So I think just a combination of those 2 things. But it's a big opportunity for growth when you face that kind of thing. Like, how are we going to respond to it? And we hit free throws, most of our free throws down the stretch there, and then got a couple defensive stops right there at the very end, and then finished things off with Hayes' dunk. So just another opportunity to kind of learn about things in different situations that I think will benefit us as we enter here the last basically 3 weeks of the regular season.
We come off some momentum now heading into Friday, which we're going to need against a red-hot Trinity team. Just what are we going to have to do? Again, they're probably, as you said, even in the last interview, the best team in the region right now. So what do we got to do to slow them down?
Yeah, so I think one of the benefits of us playing the schedule that we have is that playing teams like Mississippi and Piedmont and that kind of thing is really preparing us for a game like Trinity. Very similar type size of players, and even tonight the defensive pressure at times is similar to Trinity. So all of those preseason things and those early season things that are prepare us for these games. So kind of a different week with the tournament going on and exciting, but I think the guys will be ready and kind of heading into Trinity and Pensacola. Just kind of excited about playing region games again.
All righty. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Johnny.